Deep in the temperate forests of the north, where trees tangle together and meadows are dotted with rocks, lives a creature that's become something of a legend. It's that flash of red fur, a symbol of cunning and raw intelligence. Today, we're diving headfirst into the world of the red fox.
So we've all heard the stories, right? The folklore about the sly fox. But what is it, really, that earns this animal its title as the master of cunning? What's the actual secret behind its legendary reputation for survival?
Well, it pretty much boils down to two things: a sharp, strategic mind and a kind of gracefulness that makes it seem almost ghost-like. It's this combination of brains and agility that lets it thrive in a world that is just full of challenges. So let's explore how this combo really makes the red fox such a master of survival.
To really understand the fox, we have to start by looking at its incredible physical toolkit. And believe me, these aren't just random traits. They are perfectly honed instruments for hunting, for hiding, and for outsmarting pretty much all the competition.
Just look at these numbers for a second. They reveal some serious advantages. A red fox is a pretty small animal, weighing only between 4 and 8 kilograms. But check out that tail. It can be up to 40 centimeters long, and it acts as a perfect counterbalance. This lets it make these incredibly quick turns and jumps. It is absolutely not just for show. It's a critical tool for chasing down prey.
And this is where we get into its sensory superpowers. Its hearing is so incredibly sharp it can literally detect the rustle of a mouse hiding under a thick blanket of snow. Its vision is excellent in both bright daylight and darkness, catching even the slightest movement. And its sense of smell? It instantly tells it where prey is hiding or if a threat is getting close. You put all that together, and you've got a truly formidable and very cautious predator. But the fox's genius isn't just about its physical gifts. Its behavior is every bit as strategic. I mean, even its preference for being alone isn't about being antisocial. It's actually a calculated choice. It maximizes its chances of survival by conserving precious energy and resources. Smart, right?
So you really see these two very different sides of a fox's life. For most of the year, it's a solitary strategist. It carefully marks its territory and smartly avoids picking fights with bigger animals. But when it's time to raise a family, the vixen, that's the female fox, becomes this incredibly devoted and protective mother. She teaches her cubs every single skill they're going to need to survive out there on their own.
And this journey from being completely dependent to totally independent is just incredibly fast. After about 52 days, a litter of maybe 4 to 6 cubs is born completely helpless. But get this, in just 4 to 5 months, thanks to their mom's expert training, they are ready to leave the den and start their own lives as solitary hunters. It's like a crash course in survival.
So here's a crucial point. The fox isn't just a clever survivor for its own sake. Its daily hunt for food plays a massive role in keeping its entire ecosystem healthy. It's not just a predator. In many ways, it's a protector.
And a huge reason for its success is its incredibly flexible diet. The red fox is an omnivore, which means it'll eat just about anything. Looking at this chart, yeah, rodents and rabbits are definitely a main course. But it doesn't stop there. It'll supplement its diet with birds, insects, and even fruits and grains. This variety is a core reason it's so resilient. It means the fox can always find food, no matter the season. That is essential for survival.
Now this is where the fox's role gets even more fascinating. By hunting all those rodents, it naturally controls pest populations, which keeps the whole ecosystem in balance. But it's also an unsung gardener. When it eats fruit, it ends up spreading the seeds all over the forest, helping new plants to grow. In fact, the very presence of a red fox is considered a key sign of a healthy, thriving forest.
This brings us to our relationship with the fox. For centuries, humans have been absolutely fascinated by this animal. We see it as a symbol of intelligence and as a creature that has a lot to teach us about survival.
But our relationship, it's complicated. On one hand, the fox is this revered figure in stories all around the world, celebrated for its wit and its cunning. But on the other hand, it's been really impacted by human expansion, by hunting, and by habitat loss. It's a story of both admiration and conflict.
But if there is one single defining lesson the fox offers us, it's adaptability. And this is so much more than just coping. It's about actively thriving in changing conditions. The red fox has managed to survive by adjusting its behavior and its diet, finding ways to live not just in deep forests, but also in farmlands, and even right on the edges of our own cities.
And that really brings us to the core takeaway.
The red fox is living proof of this simple but incredibly powerful truth. It doesn't survive because it's the biggest or the strongest animal in the forest. It survives because it's one of the smartest.
So I'll just leave you with this thought. As our own world becomes more and more complex, more unpredictable, what lessons in adaptability, in strategy, and in intelligence can we take from the ultimate survivor of the forest?